something happens. And it's not just somebody giving you advice that might not be good for you. It's when someone gives you advice you know you should take into consideration, advice that you should listen to, and you refuse to listen to it. That's what we're talking about. Advice that you should listen to because it's going to keep you out of trouble. It's going to, you won't have to go through whatever it is you're going through if you would just listen. It's, it's to help you. But when a person blatantly refuses, good morning, Frank Honey. Yeah. Hello, Jessica. When you refuse to listen, JoJo, if you're the one trying to help people, if you're the one giving advice and someone wants the advice, but yet they don't listen, it's very frustrating. Or you have something you want to tell somebody, and they'll sit there and listen, and you think, oh, wow, I'm so glad they listened. You walk away, you leave, they're doing that very thing that they know they shouldn't do. They didn't listen to what you had to say. And whatever was going to happen, you knew it was going to happen if they did that very thing. And they knew it was going to happen. But it's like something inside of an individual, thank you for those heart, something inside of an individual clicks in a not so good way. And it's like they rebel against what it is, the good that they should be doing. They rebel against it for some strange reason. I cannot really truly wrap my head around why a person would want to refuse to do that which is right when they know that it would help them if they didn't do that thing, but they continue to do it. It's like talking to a brick wall. Normally it is. You're talking, your words are just, they're using you as a soundboard. No, you saying something, can't hear a thing, not listening. Or they say, I'm not listening, and it goes in one ear and out the other. I'm not listening, I'm not listening. You ever had somebody, when you're trying to talk to them and they stick their finger in their ears? That's very rude, it is. That's very childish. Oh my gosh, when you refuse to listen to good advice, and it's well documented, good advice. It's like, don't you dare run out there into that traffic. There's cars coming and you could get ran over. Even though a person, I'm using it as an example, they run out there and they get hit by a car. That's extreme. Don't you dare do this or this is going to happen. Don't do that. It's going to happen. If you continue to do what you're doing, it's going to get a lot worse. And they continue to do what they're doing and it gets a whole lot worse. Hello there, Andrew. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, you are. When we refuse to listen to good advice, when we refuse to do the thing that is going to be beneficial for us, it's like when you refuse to eat good food, when you refuse to drink water, instead, all you want to drink is soft drinks or something else other than water. My father-in-law used to say it all the time. I hate water. I don't like water. And I never did ever. The whole time, ever I was around him, he would not drink water. It was always a Diet Coke. A Diet Coke. And I'm not talking about Ken, my stepdad. I'm talking about my husband's dad. Hates water. He said, I hate water. I don't like water. Just drink Coke. I mean, he's still alive. I guess it didn't kill him. He's still alive. He's around 82 something. But I thought, well, and he would get kidney stones a lot. No, it's like telling someone, please don't, you can't, you have no control over others. That's what I've come to realize. You don't. And when your advice falls on deaf ears, you're just wasting your words. at that point in your life. And no matter what it is, you're just going to have to stop, slam the brakes on and say, all right, I'm it. That's it. Because I try to get through to them and they won't listen. I'm not even going to waste my breath anymore. You've probably said that yourself. I'm not even going to waste my breath anymore. Because to me, my breath, that every single breath that I breathe on this earth is very valuable, because that's every single second longer that I'm alive. And I'm very thankful to be on this earth, and I don't want to waste my breath. I don't want to waste my life saying things that are going to fall on deaf ears. And you may encounter that in your circle of friends. You may encounter that in your workplace. You may encounter that in your family. It just falls on deaf ears. You can't get through to them. It's a block wall. It truly is true. He who has ears, let him hear. And it's like the scripture. The reason you do not hear, listen, we hear what we want to hear. It's like that also, this verse in Revelation or wherever in the New Testament. They gather around them people who will tell them what their itchy ears want to hear. They want to hear what you want. They want you to tell them what they want to hear. If they're doing something bad, they want you to encourage them. Don't you dare speak out the bad that they're doing. Don't you dare point out that. Even though they may they may say, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why this keeps happening. I used to hear that all the time. When you would have somebody complain, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why this is happening to me. I don't know why. And they keep going on and on and on. And you say, well, it's probably because this. I didn't ask for your advice. Then you go, excuse me, okay, you didn't ask for my advice, then quit telling me. Quit telling me your problems. Quit telling me you don't know why this is happening. Quit telling me I don't know why I feel this way. When I personally, I'm on the outside and I'm looking in, I'm seeing everything you're doing and I'm seeing what's happening as a result. I can see, but yet you don't want my advice. No, they don't. They don't want your advice. They don't. They don't want you to tell them. They don't want correction. He who listens, no, I'm not gonna quote. I'm getting a hot flash. I'm getting a hot flash, you all. It's a stubbornness. It's a defiant spirit. It's a stubbornness. It's what it is. When your words fall on deaf ears, it's like, do not cast your pearls before the swine. You're gonna get it all muddy. They are. Yeah, just to be spiteful. People do that to be spiteful, Frank. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I don't know someone who is clueless that is going to be talking about stuff, and then you tell them and they're going to be spiteful back if they're clueless. No, if you're kind of clueless, I don't think you should have a spiteful bone in your body. I would expect for you to say, oh, I didn't know that. Why can't someone say, well, I know you mean well. There are some. I know you mean well, but I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. I like how I am, and I'm not changing for nobody. And they say it just like that. I like how I am. That's how I am. I've been this way my whole life, and I'm not changing for nobody. And they say it in an angry tone. Okay. You go ahead and be that. You go ahead and be that way. Get yourself in an angry tone. Don't change for nobody. Don't even change for yourself. Don't even change to get rid of that anger on the inside of you and that spitefulness on the inside of you. You go ahead and continue, and you be a bitter old person, a bitter young person. You go ahead and be that person, and you just spread that negative energy. You go ahead and bite everybody's head off that you work with. I've seen it. They snap and bite people's heads off. You can't say nothing. And it's the people like this. It's their way or the highway, and you know it. It's their way or the highway. If you don't do what they want you to do, you are going to get yourself in trouble. You are getting yourself in trouble because they're going to give it to you whether you like it or not. They're going to give it to you. Oh my gosh. Hey, Rosie, honey, she don't want to go out here, Jonathan, honey. I'm trying to have a video. Now, you may, Rosie, come out in the cold, Rosie, honey. You know it's too cold for you. You've been laying there in a nice, on your little bed. Honey, come here, Rosie. You're a baby. Honey, come here, Rosie. Let me get you. Let me hold you. I like to do that to Rosie because I know exactly what she's going to do. I said, let me hold you. Because I know she's going to hide from me. Yeah, that's the baby, Rosie. You all know. When we refuse to listen to good advice, things that's going to be beneficial to us. And it could even be like, will you please put your seatbelt on when you drive your car? No, I hate seatbelts. I hate seatbelts. Did you know that seatbelt could save your life? I can't stand anything around me. Rosie, honey, what you doing? Come here. Get in the house. It is too cold for you. Get in that house, Rosie. Get in the house. It's too cold for you. It is too cold. I found out that I can use that tone of voice if I want her to go in, because it is too cold for Rosie. My little baby Rosie. That's right. You need to wear seatbelts. It can save you life. But there are those people who are defiant. They don't want to wear a seatbelt. They refuse to wear a seatbelt. I remember when my kids were little, I'd get in the car. I said, put your seatbelts on. I'd get to the driveway and I'd look back. I said, put your seatbelts on. And I don't care. I don't know which one it was. I said, I will stop this car in the middle of the road until you put your seatbelt on, because I'm not going nowhere. And then click, I'd do it. It didn't take me very many times. Probably took me around 2 or 3 weeks of their little defiance. They put that seatbelt on and we got to go somewhere. Yeah. Your car won't shut up. That's right, Joey. Mine don't either. I wait to see how loud it's going to get. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it gets really, really loud. No, you all, please don't. If you are in a habit of you're going to complain about how you feel, complain about what's going on in your life, and all you want to do is complain and not take any steps into making it better, then keep it to yourself when you're around certain people. Keep it to yourself, because your energy really does drain people. It does. It's a very negative energy. If someone is constantly complaining, it's negative. It's a low vibration. Some people you can't help. I'm just going to tell you, some people you cannot help. You can't. You know why you can't? Because they themselves, let me tell you, they're not willing to help themselves. That's the bottom line. They are not willing to help themselves, and any help you give them is not going to last. It's not going to last. Before you know it, they're going to be right back in the same position that they were in, the same state of mind, the same circumstances. They're going to keep going around and around and around and around, because you cannot force somebody to help themselves. You can't convince somebody to help themselves. You can't continue to be an enabler either. You can't. They'll just use you till there is nothing left in you. Nothing. The reason people, this is my personal belief, why you can't help some people, and even though you help, it don't last, is because they don't want to help themselves. They refuse to help themselves. It's like they got some kind of comfortableness on the inside and they like the way they are, but they want to complain about it, and they don't want to help themselves. They will not lift a finger. They'll only go along with the thing as long as someone else is willing to come in and help them. But when things start going downhill and stuff, get right back there, right back. You got to be willing to help yourself, you all. Quit your complaining, quit your griping, because you're draining us people who want to help others. That's what it is. You're draining us because you're refusing to do anything for yourself. Refusing, absolute refusal to do anything for yourself. And even when they start, it don't last long. Some people can't even make it through one day, and they give up. You can encourage them And if they're willing, they got to be willing. You've got to be willing to help yourself. You got to be willing to take the advice. And it is very difficult for some people at times, extremely difficult to take advice from others, even though they, okay, I'm willing. I've got to that point in my life. I can't stand it anymore. I'm willing to do what it takes. And they start, you see improvement, and you see them falling back, and you say something, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. Okay, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. And it's like you got to babysit them. And I'm sorry, you do got to babysit more or less, because they're taking baby steps. See, I don't mean the babysit in a bad way. They're taking baby steps to improvement is what they're doing, improving their life. You babysit them. And as long as they're taking those baby steps to improve their life, and you're seeing it, and it is lasting day after day, week after week, month after month, I think you've got something to work with. And I think they got something to work with, because the more baby steps they take, they'll get to the point where they can take big steps, big boy and girl steps, and then great big grown-up adult steps is what they can take. So I'm trying to come back with a positive. I started off negative. We're going to turn it into a positive. I can look into the future, and I can see this. I can see it. You can see it. When you throw the willingness on the inside, when you got the willingness to change, you ain't going to want to be doing all the things that you're doing that made you feel miserable. It made your life miserable, because you're going to do things to correct it, even though, you never done it your whole life. Well, it's not too late to do it now. Now, is it? It's a baby steps. Individual circumstances, and everyone is an individual. Absolutely. They are an individual. Sometimes they need help. Sometimes we all need help, and we don't know how to go about getting that help, or even receiving the help, asking for help. It's true. Some people refuse. I'm a person who does not like to ask for help. I will do whatever I can for myself, and at times, if I have to do without, depending on what it is, if it's not really a necessity or a need, I will do without. I most definitely will do without before I ask for help. I will, because it's something I don't consider a need, no matter what it is. I'm not going to let myself go hungry and stuff. I didn't have a bite of food. I'm going to go get some help. I am. Yeah. You don't either. You suffer in silence. I think a lot of people do. And when you suffer in silence, I believe it's a way to work things out on the inside. I really do. It causes you to look inside yourself. It does. And you can grow from it. You can grow from it. You say, well, I will not let this happen again. If it really bothers you a lot, I'm going to make sure I do something so this does not happen again to me, because I don't want to find myself in this situation. And some people, when they get themselves in a situation, they're going to refuse help, because they know that they're the ones who did it, and they got to pay the consequences, whatever they may be, and they're the ones that's got to get themselves out of that situation. I understand that. That's taking ownership for your actions, for what you did. I'm taking ownership. I did this. I caused this. I know I caused this. I'm going to fix it. That's the ownership part. That's the big boy and girl part. I know I did this. No, I cannot let you help me. I did this. But I want to help you. I can help. No, I did it. I'm going to clean up my own mess. Let me clean up my own mess. Because maybe they got to that point within their being that they want to clean up their own mess. They realize, I cannot let people continue cleaning up the things that I mess up. I've got to take responsibility. You know what happens at that time? There's a change in their heart. Something happens and the light goes off, right like that. And now they can see clearly. I can see clearly now. I see what I've been doing all these years. I know what to do. Stop doing the things that I did that caused it. That's all it takes. And you never know when that light bulb is going to go off on the inside of you. You never know when the click is going to happen. You could be many years on this earth, and you never know when the veil is going to be lifted off and you realize, it was my fault. I did all of this. I see it now. Really, There are people, you can go your whole life without seeing why something happens because you literally can't. You're spiritually blind. You're spiritually blind. Um, yeah. Within the day, something happens one day and your eyes are open, you can see, and then you don't ever let that thing happen again. You don't. You don't. Um, so when you don't listen to good advice that is helpful for one reason or another, and you know what's going to happen, yeah, it is a pride thing too, Frank, honey. Pride gets in the way of a lot of things. It does. No, I could see that. I could. But when we humble ourselves, God lifts us up. Really. We got, no one cares. Yeah, I don't care about you. That's why I blocked you. That's why I blocked you. Yeah, I don't care about you. I don't. Because you're a troll and you're probably a bot. Yeah. Um, yeah. So I am going to go. I'm going to go, you all. This may not have been for you. It may not have been. But we should listen to advice that we know. If you're in tune with the Spirit and you're looking for advice, you're looking for wisdom, you're looking for a way out of something, you want help, if you truly do want it, I believe the help will come your way. And just because it don't come the way you want it to, you should not refuse it. The advice either. You should not refuse the advice. If you've been praying to God, please send me a sign, and God sends you many signs, and you just ignore all of them, and he said, okay, I'm going to try one more time to try to send a sign to this person one more time to see if they get it. And then they finally get it. But it took them all those times to see, okay, if I would have just took it the first time, wouldn't have to go through this again. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. Hey there, Mr. Cold. It's awful cold outside. There is always something going on with the brothers and the sisters of darkness. Absolutely. That's what it's called. The brothers and the sisters of darkness. It is. It is. I was at my mom's this morning. She had, a nurse had to come over for her insurance company. I said, I'll be there with you when she comes, just to see what the nurse has to say and stuff, to evaluate whether you can get the insurance or not. And my mom had turned on that Paul Harvey. You know, if I were the devil, you know what he said in the very beginning? If I were the devil, I would take over the United States. He specifically said the United States in that. And if you listen to every word or you read the transcript, everything that he said was like, it's totally prophetic, because it's happening. Every single thing is happening now. Everything. Every word that came out of his mouth. I think it was in 1965 when that came out. And we played it here before on this YouTube channel. But specifically said, America. This is what I would do in America and to America. Yeah. So I'm going to go. Thank you for those hearts that flew up the screen. They quit flying, but that's okay. I guess they sprouted. They got some more wings and they flew away. So I'm going to go. And we had some trolls on here. You did not disrupt my train of thought. You didn't. I got out whatever I was supposed to get out. That's exactly right. And thank you all for, that's right. We got some MAGA. We got some MAGA God. Make America great again. That's exactly right. And that's what's happening. So I am going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. Love ya. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. I hope somebody got something good out of this. And if you like to complain and you don't realize you're complaining, well, maybe now you realize you're complaining, and maybe you'll, try to tone it down, and because you probably didn't realize that whatever you were saying was seen as complaining, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. And don't forget to go over to that other channel I had, Gina Warrior of Light. Check out the videos over there. I didn't do any today. I only did like 2 yesterday. Yeah. It was somebody was totally spot on. Alrighty. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. Love you.